Mo here, founder, creator, innovator of the Kick-Ass Career Workshop, where we take women through a 12-week transformational journey to do what exactly? To find their soul, to help them then craft their soulful self into their career and have success that they've never been able to have before, both in here at the soul level and also career-wise. I want to talk to you about something that is likely happening to you right now and you don't know about it, and that is likely going on for you right now and you don't know about it, and that is likely a part of your life and you don't know about it, and that is likely bestowed upon you by your Creator and you don't know about it. What if this happened to you? What if all of a sudden you got an insight that everything in your life is communicating to each other at a vibrational level? What if all of a sudden you became aware with 100% certainty that all the people in your life are communicating through you, with you, and to you at a vibrational frequency? What if they found out that you were communicating to them, through them, and with them at the vibrational frequency level? What if you began to understand what love really is? And what if you stopped believing in the delusion of negativity and pessimism and hurt and anger? What if you stopped believing that that was true and you realized that it is only temporary and that it is the exact vibrational reality that you need to move forward in love? What if that happened to you? What if you realize that your plants and your pets are communicating to you? What if you opened yourself vibrationally to the reality that everything in your life is for your highest good? What if the stirring up of the world, what if the pandemic, what if all of the difficulties that you've had in your life, what if all of that was silently communicating to you to get into your vibrational reality, to help lift you into a level of higher vibrational reality? What if that happened to you? What if that level of faith permeated in your heart? What if you truly believed that your life was a symphony conducted by your Creator to help you see how awesome you are? What if all the things that have happened to you, that have happened in your life, were the exact things that you called forward because you wanted that push to the next vibrational level? What if that happened to you? What if your dog, your cat, your pet hamster, the plants, what if all the plants in your neighborhood were actually sending out a vibration of love? That if you just tapped into that, you would feel protected and cared for. What if all the creatures on this planet are really attempting to send us a message of love, and all we do is kill them? What if that happened to you? That you happened into that vibrational reality of the flowers and the plants and the trees and the birds and all of the beautiful beings that are on this planet? What if they're sending you a message of love? and acceptance? What if all the human beings walking on this great planet at this very moment are all here for one another? What if that happened to you? What if you wake up in the morning and you say, wow, I've got 7 billion brothers and sisters doing this thing with me called life. Wow, we're all in this together. Jeez, that's pretty cool. I'm not alone. Wow, I'm connected to all that lives and breathes. What if all that lives and breathes, what if everything that has a cellular structure is living in harmony with you? What if this happened? What if your harmonic, beautiful, vibrational you was helping them? What if that happened? What if the biggest stirring of your soul was something bad that happened, something bad that occurred to you, and it's the exact thing that brought you to that place of love and forgiveness? What if that situation that said no? What if that person who said something? What if the job that's not working out? What if a pandemic swept the globe? What if race riots broke out? All for your higher good. What a world. Wow. This is all for you. What if all of it is for you to be in your highest version of you? What if our Creator said, here, humans, this is for you. This growth is for you. What if you've been working on yourself? What if you've been working on that amazing spiritual self, and even though you've been doubting whether it mattered at all, what if all the work you've been doing, all the books you've read, all the coaches you've had, all of the conference you've been at, all the journal writing that you've done, what if all of that was marching you into a dark place, and then the lights went on? What if that happened to you? What if you thought the darkness was permanent? What if you thought the darkness was something you couldn't change? But what if all you had to do was turn on the lights? What if that happened to you? What if you were preparing like an athlete for your event and your sport, for that performance, and you were like, ready? God, I'm ready. I am so ready. Give it to me. And what if that Creator said, I don't think you're ready for the big game yet. A couple more reps. Well, when will I be ready? What if your Creator said, I'll let you know. Keep practicing. We'll bring you into the game. Don't worry. And what if you kept working hard, and because you wanted to play all out and you wanted to win and feel great and satisfied and fulfilled? What if what happened to you is all of a sudden the lights went on? Are you prepared? Are you ready? Are you? The moment you've been waiting for? Are you ready for that? Have you prepared yourself? Have you dug in? Have you built yourself up at the soul level so that you can be a bright, shining light? When the lights go on, they see you. What if that happened to you? And what if just when you're ready, it did happen. And what if it was in a difficult time of humanity? And what if it was necessary for you to be a more higher vibrating version of you so that the world could go in the right direction? What if it was all up to you? How would we be doing? How would we be doing if it was up to you to shine a light in the darkness so that we all could see? What if it was up to you? What if that happened? What if you got a text message from your divine creator that said, "Hey Loretta, hey Jolynn, hey Sarah, hey Kelly, hey Elise, hey Anita, hey Amy, hey Michelle, hey Kim, we're ready for you. Let's do this." What if you got that text? Are you ready to save the world because of your vibrational awesomeness? Are you ready to be called into your highest good so that you can save the world? Because I need you. My life depends on it. And there are 7 billion brothers and sisters dependent on you. You've been called up. You've been called up and called in. What if that happened to you? What if you got that message? What if this whole thing you've called a life, that you've been concerned about and worried about, maybe even pessimistic about, maybe even had dark times where you wondered if it was even worth it at all, and what could you possibly do differently that would just bring it to the next level? What if all of your life has been leading up to you playing the big game? Are you ready? Because when the lights go on, we need you. We need you on the team. There's 7 billion people counting on you. I'm one of them. I'm counting on you to be the highest vibrational love being on this planet so that my life goes better. And that the other 7 billion who are relying on me are also relying on you. And we're relying on every single person to vibrate love. What if that happened to you? That text message? Are you preparing yourself for that? Because I've got news for you. Today is the day you have been waiting for. Today is the day. That the entire vibrational frequency of the planet is counting on you. Today is that day. Today is that day for you. All the beings on this planet, human and otherwise, are counting on you. And I just wanted you to know that. Because you may feel a little down in the dumps. You may be feeling like the world is spinning way too fast. You may be feeling like you don't exactly know what's going on. You may be feeling like someone dumped upside down your toy box and you're having to figure out and sort out what toys do you keep? Which ones do you put back in there? Which ones do you throw out and discard? Which parts do you move out of the toy box forever? As you're contemplating whether you're ready to be needed in this way, as you're thinking about it, I want you to imagine someone walks down the street and passes you by, and that person is a miracle worker. What if that happened to you? What if that miracle worker walked right by you And they didn't see a shining bright light to toss a miracle at, but they saw a pessimistic, negative, down in the dumps person. So they didn't know to vibrate with you. They didn't know. They didn't know. I want you to be ready for all the miracles coming your way. You've got to be vibrating at the readiness. You got to expect it. Is that person it? Is that person? And guess what? As they pass you, they're thinking the same thing. What if that happened to you? What if every person passing you on your walks, in the grocery store, in the car, driving by, walking their dogs, what if every person walking by wanted to know if you were their miracle worker? What if that happened to you? Well, I've got news for you. It does. What if every dog wanted you to pet it? What if every person counted on your smile? What if every being on this planet was counting on you? Are you ready? Because I'm counting on you. I am. And here's the thing. When your teammates are practicing and you're sitting around not practicing, it's a bit of a bummer for the teammates. What if the teammates said to you, you know what? You're not practicing. You're not getting ready for the game. I don't know if you can stay on this team. Yeah. Or what if you were on a team that sat around and didn't practice, and you're the one ready to practice? What if that happened to you? What if you're on a team that doesn't want to practice and doesn't want to be better and doesn't want to vibrate with all of the living, beautiful beings on this planet? What if that's the team you're on? What if that happened to you? And you're like, I want to play. I want to practice. I want to get better. What if that happened to you? Would you sit down and agree with the team? Or would you begin practicing because of who you are? What if that happened to you? What if you decided today that you were going to practice and get really good at being you because you knew that no matter what team you're on right now, that when you practice and you get good at your love vibration, that the right team will come along? What if that happened to you? What if that happened to you today? What if? What if you practiced your love vibration with so much certainty that you knew that it was your number one priority in life to do that, and that you knew that all of the beings that were going to feel good and feel great and contribute to your higher vibration and you to theirs? What if all of those high vibrational people totally started getting attracted into your vibrational level? What if that happened to you? What if the complainers and the pessimists and the downers and the people not willing to practice all started floating out of your vibrational reality so that they could get further stimulated to get into the game? What if that happened to you today? What if all of a sudden you got to a point on your journey, the steepest cliff, the steepest part, the most difficult, torturous part? What if you got up there? What if that happened to you today? What if all that hard work to scale that mountaintop to get up to that vista view, what if that happened to you today? What if that indeed was your day? That you see from such a view that you get that all the creatures are vibrating in love. all of the trees that are swaying in the wind are vibrating good, beautiful, positive love energy. And underneath the earth, they're sending messages to each other about how lovely this day is. What if you tapped into that? What if that happened to you today? What if you were able to see the snails and the turtles and the squirrels and the rats and the insects and the snakes all vibrating in love with each other and coexisting on this planet? What if your view was so good that you saw all of that harmony? What if you saw the bees buzzing inside the peonies and the roses and the lilies and whatever else is blooming? What if you saw the bees buzzing through and grabbing their pollen? What if the flower said to that bee, thank you? And what if the bee said, thank you back? What if that happened to you? What if that was your vibrational reality? How would that life look? Who would you be then when that happened to you? What if you saw even dogs that growl at each other and are a little bit scared? What if you saw that they're just playing? That they're just acting out a part with each other? This is my territory, this is my human. And what if you felt good about that? And what if your heart was full of such compassion that the creatures who are hurt and killed, that you felt it? Not that it would ruin your day, but that it would open your heart. What if you felt compassion for all of the hurt that's ever been lived on this planet? What if that happened to you today? What if the entire hurt that's happening on the planet through the pandemic and through the race riots, what if the hurt of all of that opened your heart instead of closing it? What if that happened to you today? What if we needed your compassion to be vibrating on this planet so that we could change? What if my compassion's not enough and I need yours? What if that happened to you today? I just wonder if that happened to you today. Would you do things differently? Would you make different decisions? Would you be a different version of you? Would you interpret the hate and anger and your personal resentments and pessimism? Would you interpret it differently? Would you let go of the cage that's holding your heart? Would you? Would you let go of the cage that's holding you back from being awesome? Would you let that go? Because what if feeling feelings of compassion and love for each other and for others, and joy and having playfulness, what if that happened to you today? What if you got a message on Facebook from a coach named Mo who helped you see the world differently? What if that happened to you today? What if all of a sudden you realize that being responsible for you and being responsible for your own personal soulful vibration was all you needed to pay attention to? What if that happened to you today? What if you got a message that you're beautiful? What if you got a message that you're enough? What if that happened to you today? What if what happened to you today was exactly what you needed to keep moving up in the vibrational reality so that you could change the world? What if that happened to you today? What if you knew today how much everyone on the planet needs you and wants you to be happy, to be joy-filled, to be full of so much love for yourself that you don't have to spew negativity? What if that happened to you today? What if you knew that every person who hurt you didn't mean it? They were just hurt. What if that happened to you today? What if the person who demoted you or fired you or let you go or spoke unkind words is so full of panic and anxiety that they don't know how to be different? What if you came to that awareness today? What if that happened to you today? What if all of the grumblings and fear on the planet, what if all of that was to help you see who you must be? What if that happened to you today, in this moment? What if that happened to you? What if everything that has happened to you happened for you? And what if you saw that today? What if that happened today, right now, this very moment? What if that happened? And what if all of a sudden you said, of course, it's all for my greater good, of course. And what if you saw a tree and you felt her leaves in the breeze? What if you felt that? What if that happened today? What if, as you were walking on the grass, you sent gratitude through your feet? Thank you. Thank you, grass. What if, as you breathed in the beautiful air, whether it be warm or cool air, what if you breathed in the air and said, thank you, air. Thank you. What if your lungs said thank you? What if the air was pure and perfect? And what if all the things that aren't perfect about it were exactly perfect for someone to fix it? What if everything in the world is setting us up to be even smarter and better and more sophisticated and compassionate? What if that happened to you today? What would be different for you if any of that happened to you today? Or if one of those happened to you today? Who would you be on this planet today if you knew exactly how important your vibrational level is to all of us? What if that happened today? What if you got a message from someone else on this planet who told you that your vibrational level matters to them? What if that happened to you today? What if someone who was hurt or walking by, someone who was minding their own business, what if they needed your smile and you heard them? What if that happened to you today? What if that frustrating electric bill or credit card bill? What if the frustrations coming from scarcity or fear? What if all of that was to remind you to look around and see your surplus? What if that happened to you today? What if every frustration and worry and anxiety was to nudge you into seeing things differently? And all you're doing is slinging mud back. What if that happened to you today? That you saw that your worry and anxieties and frustrations and the things that piss you off, what if you learned today that that was the nudge that you need to see the other things in life that are awesome? What if that was exactly the elbow you needed to push you out of the way? What if that happened today? What would you be then? Who would you be then if every little thing that crossed your path was for you? Who would you be then? Would you help me? Would you help the 7 billion people who are relying on you to be in a love vibration so that the world can keep moving in the direction of its most beautiful, lovely self? If that happened to you today, would you do that? Would you? Would you choose to be the highest version of you that you can be today so that you can help change the world? Would you choose that? Or would you choose to see the anger and the frustration in others and play into that? Is that who you'd be today? Would you watch the headlines that are spun in someone else's agenda? Would you watch the negativity? Would you spend time looking at what's broken? Or would you just bend over and fix it? What if what happened today was that someone else's love vibration helped fix one of your problems? What if that happened to you today? I just wonder, what would happen if that happened to you today? I'm wondering that as I sit here in my office with a beautiful team and clients who are doing amazing things and changing their lives and speaking up and being seen and recognized. I just wonder what would happen if I didn't choose my highest good today. I wonder, just for a second, and then I don't. Because I'm committed to being in my highest vibrational place every single day. That's my commitment. That's my faith. I choose to be connected to the highest vibrational frequency that I can tap into every single day, every minute. And when I feel myself getting a little bit in the direction that doesn't feel great, I find myself moving towards something that does. And what if that happened to you today? That you were able to find the higher vibrational you in every second of the day. What if that happened? What if in a meeting you were so aligned with your highest vibrational energy that everything that was needing to happen for your highest good happened in that meeting? What if all of a sudden you received exactly the thing that you were supposed to say, and you said it with the most perfect resonance of energy and certainty? What if you had the answers to the questions of your life and you were able to share that with people? What if you were seen as bright and brilliant and intelligent and ready for the next level? What if you were playing that game? What if that happened to you today? What if you decided that you were worth living at another level of frequency? And just your declaration that you were worth that caused someone to reach out to you and say, hey, we've got an opening that you'd be perfect for. What if that happened to you today? What if every desire that you've had on your heart for the best version of you in your life, what if it began to unfold today? What if it is unfolding for you right now? But maybe you're looking over here or looking over there because you're distracted, not by the highest version of you, but by something less. What if you missed the highest vibrational opportunity because you were looking the wrong way? What if that happened to you today? And what if the reminder for you to look to your highest good and to be open and ready for it? What if the reminder was the miss? What if that happened to you today? Wonder if that miss was exactly what you needed to get back on track with your highest version of you. I wonder if that happened to you today. Would you be the higher version of you that you're meant to be? If that happened today, would you say, ooh, I better vibrate at a higher level because I don't want to miss the next one? Have you ever missed a train or a deadline or a plane? Have you ever missed something because you weren't prepared? Have you ever gotten surprised and you weren't ready? Has it ever happened that you weren't quite where you needed to be and when, and you missed it? What if that happened to you today? Would you use that as the fuel to take yourself up to the next level? I would. That's what I would do if that happened to me today. What if you missed a payment or a bill or an email or a call? What if something that you missed was exactly what you needed to remind you to get more organized? To be more of a higher functioning, more organized version of you? What if that happened to you today? Would you get more organized? Be more together? Take yourself up a notch? Would you if that happened to you today? Would you take the reminder and see it as an opportunity to learn? Or would you throw back a bunch of self-talk like a cool drink that feels so good because you don't know another way? Is that what you do today? Take a cool, dark drink of negative self-talk? I hope you wouldn't do that today. I hope what you do, if you got reminded of needing more practice, is that you'd practice more. And you'd look at your most amazing self and say, I'm worth it, I'm enough. Because what if, when you looked out your window of being in a pandemic for months, what if you looked out your window and you saw all of nature resetting and loving and sending out such love vibration that they're like, hey, humans, we got this, we're okay. What if you saw everything in its most beautiful, harmonic love vibration just for you? What if that happened today? You have 7 billion brothers and sisters who are here with you on this planet today. Some of them are dying, some are suffering and struggling. Some are living in a high level of love vibration and desiring for a new day, each day, and are desiring for solutions and brightness and compassion, and leaders and workers who are full of the best, wonderful, beautiful energy. What if that was your life today? That you were one of those light workers today, that you were the solution, that you were the treatment and the cure for what was ailing them. What if that happened to you today? Well, if any one of these things happened to you today, you'd have a great day, wouldn't you? Because you would know when you rest your head on the pillow that your day was meant for your highest good. You would know that everything in your path is for your highest good. It's all a matter of how you see it. And what if all of a sudden today you saw everything to be here for you and for your highest good and for your 7 billion brothers and sisters for their highest good? What if that happened to you today? I can tell you this, it has. It has happened to you today. Consider yourself informed. everything in your path is for you. Everything around you is vibrating at a love level that all you have to do is tune in, because that's what happened to you today. Right now, today, you got the message that it's all here for your highest good, and all you need to do is take the message and keep on moving to the highest good each and every day. I'm counting on you. And so are us other 7 billion human beings, and all the plants and land creatures and sea creatures, the flowers that are blooming and the trees that are waving in the air. Hello, do you see us? We're all here for you. What if it's all for you? It would be a magnificent day, wouldn't it? To know that this is all for you, magnificent soul. Treat it that way.